How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? You don't have to guess about what my blog is going to be about today. The job statistics just came out, and it's considered a fantastic victory, and that's all they're talking about now. The Democrats feel that it's the greatest victory in the world, because instead of losing 380,000 jobs this month or something like it, they got to somehow made a fantastic accomplishment that they lost about 40,000 jobs less than they thought they would lose, and it only adds up to 280 or something thousand jobs. The main thing is it's less than they expected. Now, this is supposed to be a victory. Do you remember when Barack Obama was running for office and he told you this is the middle of the worst recession he ever saw, he ever heard? There was never a depression recession like this in the last 50 years, and he can't imagine anything worse than this. This is the worst, and that's why he has to get elected immediately, because he's going to bring you jobs in the millions immediately. Immediately was supposed to happen as soon as he gets elected. And then as soon as he got elected, all of a sudden, immediately, he can't get you jobs right now, but you have to give him a chance. A month later, he'll get you thousands of jobs, millions of jobs.
Now, there are no quick or easy fixes to this crisis, which has been many years in the making, and it's likely to get worse before it gets better.
And then it became 3 months later. He's still getting millions of jobs, but not as fast as he expected. Then he started to settle for how many jobs we lost.
Lay off fewer teachers, fewer cops, fewer firefighters. Those are all jobs that would have been lost in the absence of the recovery package.
He was supposed to get you jobs, 3 million new jobs or 5 million new jobs. Now he's telling you that it's a great victory if we lost jobs, but not as much as we expected. In other words, first I tell you I'm going to make you into the healthiest person in the world. But now, instead of expecting you to become healthy, you're not as sick as I expected. You're still getting sick, and you're getting sicker every day, but I thought you would pass away by now, and look at this, you're still living. That's what he's telling you now. Now you're supposed to settle for losing less jobs. Imagine if a guy is trying to support a family, and instead of making $750 a week, you say you can't have a job where you make money. Now you are still supporting your family, but every week you're losing money, not as much as we expected you to lose. So it's a great victory if we expected you to lose 500 this week, but instead the next week you only lost 300. Now how are you going to make a living from losing less and less every week? Which means you're going to pass away from starvation, but more slowly than you expected. This is supposed to be a great victory from a man who told you he'll bring you 3-4 million new jobs. What happened to the new jobs? Well, now we're supposed to settle for the fact that we're losing less jobs than we expected.
Though we lost 247,000 jobs in July, that was nearly 200,000 fewer jobs lost than in June, and far fewer than the nearly 700,000 jobs a month that we were losing at the beginning of the year.
Look at this. At that rate, there's no such thing as ever being unsuccessful. Because if you're successful on the basis of losing jobs, and you're even more successful if you lose less than you expected, then if you could say that about anything, and you'll always be successful. Nobody will be working, everybody will be passing away from malnutrition, and little by little, everybody is going to be unemployed in this country, but they'll be unemployed at a slower rate, and everybody will be starving at a slower rate than we expected. And this is from a man who told you how much he's going to do for you.
But January 20th is our chance to begin anew, with a new direction, new ideas, and new reforms that will create jobs and fuel long-term economic growth.
Imagine if there was, every time you went into your building, you lived in a building where 3 out of 4 people got killed every day. And now they told you, now it's a much safer building, because instead of 3 out of 4, it's only 1 out of 2. Would you be happy to hear that? Oh, I feel much safer now. I got a much better chance. Now I only have 1 out of 2 chances of getting killed. This is the great victory he accomplished. Everything is getting worse and worse, but not as fast as we expected. Imagine if you went on a diet and you're supposed to lose 10 pounds a month. Instead of losing 10 pounds a month, you gain 12 pounds a week. But every week, instead of gaining 12 pounds, little by little, you're gaining only 11 pounds. Now you're gaining only 9 pounds. Would you say, this is some successful diet? I thought you would lose all your weight. But now, instead of losing, take a look how much less you're gaining. And you're gaining less and less every week. And before you know it, by the time 10 years pass, you'll be gaining so much less than you did before. You'll still weigh 700 pounds. But look what a pleasure it is, because you could have weighed 9,000 pounds. This is the cry of victory he has. He's putting this country into a shithouse. Everybody's going to be passing away from misery, but everybody's misery is coming slower and slower all the time, and pretty soon we'll all get wiped out, but at a slower pace. It's as if everybody's going to get killed, but not right away. You still have a chance to live, not too long, because everybody's going to die sooner or later. But instead of all passing away in a week and a half, it might take a whole month. Isn't that a pleasure? That's what you get with this man.